Good morning, everyone. No makeup Sunday. My 8th and final duck hatched from this batch. So this is from the first batch. We still have a second batch and we got to get the brooder out here. So we'll show you guys all that. Let's unplug the incubator so it can cool down. She's looking good. You definitely hatched early last night. They're completely dry and fluffy. Oh, and so soft. Oh, oh. Look at all those pretty markings. You are so cute. This one came out of a small egg. This is not a huge egg. I had like 3 eggs that were small. I was worried that they probably wouldn't hatch, but all 3 of them did. All 8 duckies are doing great. But this little guy right here isn't growing like the rest of them are. Even this duck just came out. She's still bigger than this one. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad thing, but it's been a couple of days. She hasn't really dried out all the way. Kind of blocked off the food and the water so that she could get some stuff. Put this towel out so that she could have some balance where the light is, and then it could dry her out, the heat lamp. Just a quick tip, if you guys are gonna get kunekune pigs at all or think about getting them and you have ducks, the duck food that we have is medicated to help with their growth and their eggs and everything, and it's extremely toxic for pigs. So every day, if I don't lock the ducks up in here, which I prefer not to, I like to let them roam, I will take their food and I'll put it up here just so the pigs can't get any of it. And then if I see that it's spilt quite a bit, I'll actually close the door because the ducks don't go in here during the day anyways. They prefer the rain and to be outside, so just want to let you guys know that. I didn't film this part, but I just want to give you guys a little update because this totally has to do with our whole small farm. But we spent 2 full days. This last day, my husband helped me bring a ginormous pile of stuff to the dumps. We have been doing construction on our property for a couple of years now. We finally got the main things done so we could get rid of the stuff we were saving to do that. So here's where we're at. we have our huge pile of pallets. We are going to build one more enclosure, possibly two, because we plan on getting some goats. We're gonna build an enclosure with fencing and then also just something for them to sleep in. So I do have to keep all the T-posts. I do need to keep the shingles in case we use them. This wood and the pallets we'll also use to build everything. And then this we have to make a pitched roof for our chicken coop so that we don't have to bend down every time we walk in. But once we get done with this corner back here, the rest of it's gonna go. And this is gonna be completely cleaned out. We already started having the tractor guy come and he broke up. These were huge chunks of cement that we ripped up from our property like 4 years ago. So we just need the pile from that left corner all the way to here removed. And then we have a lot of space. We also have a fence going up in the back of the property to keep the goats in. So it's gonna be really good. We've made huge progress the last couple of days. Our baby ducklings have been in high demand. So we're gonna throw this chunk in the incubator today. Everything's trial and error. This is my first time doing duck eggs, so now we're on round 3. But I did not sex them immediately, which is what I should have done, and then made notes on which ones were male and female. But this time around, we're gonna do that. Day got going so fast. First thing on my list is to get the rest of our tubs up here from the Christmas decorations and pull down all the little shade thingies. But after that, we're doing all the animals. So, okay, gotta get the fro up. Perfect. King Chandler, what happened? Oh, it's just a muddy mess up there. Oh, it's dried. What are you gonna do? He's got dried mud everywhere. That's bad. Everyone's bedding is completely dry, so we're gonna get them some more food and water and get them under the heat lamps again. But I just wanted to explain why I separated them. So these 3 were the last 3 born, and these 5 were significantly larger than these little ones were. They had a really hard time staying dry because these guys were just kind of trampling them and whatnot. So I separated them. Like at this point, I probably could stick these 2 back in with the bigger ones, but it allows all of them to get a good amount of food, a good amount of water by not having a ton of them in together because they're not all fighting for the food and water. So this will work for right now. Look who came to join the party! And they knocked over all the food and water bowls, but that's okay. They came to join all the fun.